When I first learnt about lucid dreaming, flying was usually always the thing that I heard about first. People's first experiences of lucid dreaming typically involved flying, and whenever I read articles online about what lucid dreaming can be used for, flying was usually, at the top of the list of ideas. So I naturally assumed that flying was this easy thing to do that all beginners started out doing. So you can imagine how disheartened I was when I couldn't fly. I could sort of do like an extended jump, a bit like what the Incredible Hulk can do, so I could kind of take off into the air quite high, but then when I reached the peak of my jump I would start to slowly fall back down to the ground. And I was trying to figure out for ages what the problem was and why I couldn't fly. And I realised that I'm a very logic-based person, so I'm always trying to figure out how things work. And obviously in a lucid dream, physics doesn't matter, but my brain was struggling with that. So I'm trying to figure out how it's possible for me to stay airborne when I try and fly. What exactly is propelling me through the air as I try to fly. Things like wind resistance, all these things that I don't need to think about because I'm in a dream, yet my mind won't allow me to break free of those restrictions. So even though I'm not consciously worrying about how it is that I can fly, all of those questions and all of those things are kind of running on in the background of my subconscious. So what could I do? I had to get creative here and figure out a way of how to fly. Now, what I did do was I looked at the character of Cole MacGrath, who is the protagonist of the first two Infamous games, I think. Now, Cole MacGrath has the ability to harness electricity and use it as a superpower. So, partway through the game, he unlocks the ability to kind of glide. And he does this by kind of shooting out electricity from the palm of his hands, and by doing that, by having this kind of force, he's able to kind of, stay in the air. And in my mind that kind of made sense, so what I did the next time I got lucid was I tried to fly using this technique. And it worked really well. I got into the air, and when I felt myself falling down, I would shoot some kind of energy out the palm of my hands, and by doing that I'd be able to create enough force to keep me in the air. So I used this method for a really long time actually, until I got better at lucid dreaming and I got better at kind of letting go of my beliefs and my sort of pre-existing ideas of how things work, I guess. I had to relax into it and slowly let go of that kind of logical, rational part of me in the dream. So if you are struggling to fly, you can come up with similar ideas yourself. So you can use my Cole MacGrath style powers, or like Iron Man. Iron Man has a similar sort of thing, doesn't he? He has his hands. He uses his hands and he uses the propellers on his feet. Propellers? No, thrusters. He uses his thrusters. Propellers. You could always use something with a propeller, I guess. Jetpacks, another great idea. Find a jetpack in the dream, strap it on, and off you go. You could even, have some kind of little hover bike vehicle. Have a futuristic flying vehicle and fly around like that for a while. The possibilities are endless, and ultimately, it's whatever you feel comfortable with doing, and it's whatever you are able to do. Doubt and expectations are serious factors when it comes to lucid dreaming. If you think something is going to happen, it most likely will, and if you don't think something is going to happen, it probably won't. So, that's all I have to say on the matter, really. If you are struggling with something like this, you just need to kind of get a little bit creative and ease yourself into it. Don't worry if you can't do it straight away, eventually you will. So I will leave it there, guys. I just wanted to share that experience with you and hope that if you are having a similar problem, you are able to work through it. Please leave comments below, and please hit the like button if you did indeed like the video, and also please subscribe. If you want to, you can see this face on Team Lucid Dream, as well as other people like Giz Edwards. Yeah. I'm dropping names now. Okay guys, thank you very much, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.